Is this Michael?
This is Michael, Philip, and the UFO I-Team. And, by the way, you are now live on Night Dreams Talk Radio worldwide. So everybody's hearing you, buddy.
Fantastic.
You know what I thought we would do is get you on the line, because we were just talking about Mount Adams and the trip that we're going to make there. And we know, of course, you're not going to be able to use all of the UFO I-Team guys, but some of us just want to come along and watch, of course, and that kind of thing. So, well, first of all, why don't you just give a little promo about what this production is all about to the folks that are out there on Facebook Live and listening live over the radio.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you, Michael. So we are gearing up here to do the, what we're calling documentary, Aliens versus Bros. So we're essentially covering three different areas. We have the East Ranch, we have UFOs, and we have Bigfoot. So we are, partnering with you guys to get basically do a field investigation, get interviews, step out into the, go up the mountain, as a matter of fact, with one of your guys, Lee Strauss, and, look for anomalies, and of course with Mike Beers and his people, look for Bigfoot as well, and work with you guys actually at your team near Takalaka Lake to hopefully coordinate any kind of weird activity or lights you see on the mountain, so that way you can let us know with your telescopes or whatever you're using to do surveillance. You guys will be kind of like the sniper team, and then my group is going to be up on the mountain, and so hopefully we can triangulate and pinpoint where some of these weird lights are coming from and get some up-close footage. So, yeah, that's, and of course, we're going to have 3 camera crews, probably 10 cameras in total if you count the GoPros. So we're going to, our goal is to thoroughly document this, and we're going to edit it together and make it into a fun documentary.
Whoa. Wow, that's a lot of cameras. So are you yeah. Are you saying that some of the team members are going to be wearing GoPro cams?
You betcha. Yeah. So, and we'll probably alternate them, but each team is going to have a technical expert, and then we have a field expert. So, in your team, you're the technical expert, and then I'm sending Josh over into your group, who's going to be your technical expert while you're the field expert. So he'll be distributing the cameras, making sure they're all working, making sure that things are downloaded and new footage is ready to go, and all that kind of stuff. Wow.
Well, we're going to put poor Josh to work, it sounds like to me. So I'm glad that you've got him on board, because he's quite a seasoned cameraman himself, I know.
Oh, yeah. Josh has been working with us for a couple of years now. He really knows his stuff. So, that's part of the plan. And and then in my team, we got Lee Strauss, who's going to be the field and field lead, and then I'll be helping with the technical side. And then I got cameraman Daniel, who actually just walked out the door. We're just going over the camera gear this evening, and he'll be taking care of the camera side for the mountain team. And then in the Mike Beers team, we have Tanya Swanson, who is our camera woman for that side of things. And so, and then of course Mike Beers and Shelley are going to be the field leads on the Bigfoot team.
Is that Shelley Montana? What's her name actually?
Shelley Covington, Montana.
Yeah, she's quite a Bigfoot expert herself. So, boy, we get her and Michael Beers together. That'll be very interesting.
It's the dream team.
Yes, exactly. Well, Philip, thank you very much, by the way, for involving the UFO I-Team in this brand new documentary called Aliens versus Bros. I can't wait to see what this thing is going to turn out to be.
Well, you know what? We're super lucky to be working with you guys, and looking forward to what's going to happen. Hey, you know what? This is going to be an adventure, and I'm nothing but optimistic about it.
Thank you very much. Definitely.
Thank you, Philip.
And we're going to put out the vibes here, both for Bigfoots and for UFOs, so you never know what might happen out there.
Perfect. Yeah, that rocks. Hey, who do we have tonight? We have a whole bunch from the I-Team.
Oh, we've got the whole group here, buddy. Matter of fact, we've got, everybody say, Manny Roswells. We've got probably 8, 9, 10 of us here today.
Awesome. Well, hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Good luck.
Hey, Philip, some of us just got back from a sky watch or several sky watches up at Mount Baker, and we saw some interesting things.
Yeah, we had a group that went up to, Tom Sanger's group actually went up to Mount Baker again this last weekend and saw some really interesting anomalous activity that Jacques McCandlish, one of our team members, caught on tape. So, between the stuff that we have already in the can and the new stuff that we're going to get in the can down there at Mount Adams, I think it's going to be quite an exciting documentary for you.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, this is going to rock. By the way, I got a chance to talk to Tom, and he's got some really interesting stories and all that. Awesome dude.
Yes, he does. He's headquarters down in Arizona, the Tucson area, but we see him once a year at least when he comes up here to the state of Washington doing his UFO watches and things. So he's a great guy and a good friend of the UFO I-Team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen, we'll let you go, buddy. I want you to say hi to your brother there, all your other brothers. There's Tim and many other brothers, I understand. And then, of course, you've got the one lone sister, right?
That's right.
So thanks to the Wade brothers and family for all that you do out there in the field for the UFO I-Team. And we will probably be talking shortly soon. Oh, by the way, would you like some of us to shoot for a meeting at ECETI on the 23rd, or is it the 25th?
Oh, yeah, good question. I would go for I would say the 25th.
25th. So if we decided to meet up with you at ECETI, we should shoot for the 25th, sounds like.
That's correct.
Wonderful. Then we can coordinate from that point on. Okay.
Perfect.
Good thing we asked. All right, buddy. Well, thanks again for jumping in here with us on the UFO I-Team broadcast tonight, and we will be talking to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. I will hopefully talk with you soon and make sure I got everything all set to go. So, looking forward to it.
Manny Roswells, buddy.
Well, you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Very good.
we pulled that off reasonably well, hopefully. Of course, we haven't seen any of this stuff yet, as we know. We're doing this live, so we'll have to watch and see how things go and see whether you could hear Philip Wade at all. Give us that update on the filming down there at Mount Adams. Now, for folks in New Jersey or anyone else that don't know about the state of Washington or Mount Adams or Mount Baker and those kinds of things, the only thing that I will say right off the bat is that the state of Washington is probably the #1 state for UFO sightings in the country, believe it or not, which started here in Mount Rainier, 1947, with Kenneth Arnold's sighting, of 9 discs flying in and around the mountain, and that's where the term flying saucer was coined, right here in the state of Washington. And the Bigfoot issue is also probably the highest sightings of any state in the country seems to be the state of Washington. Different parts of the state, but mostly up in Whatcom County, over on the peninsula in Kitsap County, and all over the place in between, believe it or not, including Mount Adams, where we are going to be filming with the Wade brothers. And Ambition Pictures, by the way, is the name of their company. So if you want to look up the Wade brothers or Ambition Pictures on the internet, you'll find out the production company that we're using down there. So, you have something?
I do.
Oh, wonderful.
Do you want to put her in the hot seat?
You know what? I think you're close enough to the mic. Go ahead and just give it to us. This is Bree Brockton, and she's got a report.
1979 was my first UFO sighting in Idaho,
And I have a friend who's waiting for us to call her, Patty Whitcomb.
Thank God.
She is also a witness to an incident that occurred while she was working for the Forest Service in Idaho. So she has a great story about, well, I'll let her tell you about it. And the FBI showed up, and it's quite interesting. So we're going to call Patty Whitcomb.
Dial it. Oh, this is going to be exciting stuff. Matter of fact, this is close to your sighting report, maybe, where you saw your UFO in Idaho? Or was it a different place?
No, very close. Maybe a matter of 30, 40 miles apart.
Same year?
Same year. Same year, 1979, and there were quite a few sightings just in the Sun Valley, Idaho area during that time.
Wait a minute. I blew it for you because I was trying to read your thing. So now do it. Trying to be efficient, and I'm messing her up here.
That's okay, as long as we get the story.
Right on.
Bingo. Okay, so who is this?
This is Patty Whitcomb.
Yes, it is.
From Olympia, Washington.
Oh, she's in Olympia now. Okay. Well, you want to take the lead on this one. The tension is thick. She's washing her cat.
Hi, Patty. It's Kathy for UFO I-Team.
Hello?
Hi, Patty. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. I'm standing up, so let me sit down.
Yeah, please sit down.
Yeah.
Relax. Enjoy yourself, Patty. This is Michael Hall of the UFO I-Team.
Hanging onto my walker trying to talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
Have a seat, relax, because we can't wait to hear your story of what you witnessed in 1979.
Actually, went online. I couldn't remember all these side canyons, so now I have all the names.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Turn the volume up.
Don't worry, we're going to try to get her to do that, but hang on a second. Wait, let her sit down and relax. You tell us when you're ready, Patty.
Okay, I will.
She's not quite ready yet.
Just a little background. Patty Whitcomb and I met in the early 70s when we both competed on the original freestyle ski tour. And we traveled the country and Europe for a month every winter and competed in what is now an Olympic event of aerials and moguls. So Pat and I go back quite a ways.
You guys were the original moguls. Let's put it that way.
The pioneers.
The pioneers of freestyle skiing, which was pretty doggone amazing back in those days. Patty, how are you doing? Are you sitting down? Are you relaxed?
Sitting down about 2 seconds here.
Okay. Take your time, and then what we're going to ask you to do, we're going to ask you to pull your phone up close to your mouth so we can hear you much better, and we will start our little interview.
Are we live right now?
Yes, we are live right now. We're just kind of waiting for you.
We're on Facebook live streaming and on Night Dreams Talk Radio.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, everybody.
Okay, now we're talking. We can hear you much better, Patty, but if you can hold your microphone very close to your mouth and just keep it there, Kathy would like to kind of go through your sighting report with you.
Okay.
So, Pat, I actually started with when I saw my first UFO in Idaho in 1979, and you know the story. While my sister and I were driving about 2:30 in the morning, a bright white, blinding light that was completely silent appeared in front of us and followed us from the front for several miles until we became so frightened we turned around and ran from it back in the other direction. And simultaneously, you were working for the Forest Service, and you had some very interesting sightings and experiences that we'd like you to tell us about.
Well, there was a lot of activity going on at that time. not only in Idaho, but in Montana and Wyoming. And being the fact that I'm out every day,